sometimes they're buttons, sometimes they are things that are hand screened, and they're designed each day so that people know who is actually from the camps and who is safe, and so that we can go in a way in solidarity. This is one of the things I got from one of the actions that was made by people in the art camp. So the art camp is going round the clock. And what's really important about this on this particular day, and why I keep it on my shawl, is it was the day that the women chose to come together to take 1806 and walk to the barricade first. But what was even more important than that was that the white women in the camp came to the elders and said, we want to do it different. We want to do it in a different way. We would like to be the first in line to be arrested. We want to be the ones first to meet the Guard, the National Guard, and the police, and all those people. We want to be the first with many depths of white women, and then allow our indigenous sisters to come behind. Let's see what they'll do to us if they have the courage to do what they've been doing in the past. People were absolutely overwhelmed by that level of love and sacrifice that those women, and there were a lot of grandmas who came forward and said, no more. Now we go in the front. You've been going in the front and we've been in the back. We want to be in the front. And so they were in the front. And anyone who felt that they could safely be in the front, and by safely, no one is forced to go on an action. There's orientations that are done every day at 2 o'clock, in case any of you are going. 9 o'clock is morning meeting, 2 o'clock is how to do an action. And a lot of the actions had DAPL people in them, and they knew that they were there, and they never outed them. They said, we know you're here, you're welcome to listen. We ask that you not betray what we're planning to do, but we won't out you because we want you to be safe. And they went to different things in different places and tried to just pray. And that morning at 1806, they just kneeled on the ground and prayed. And as a group of us stood behind with the banner, it became really clear that the cars were going to start coming. So when you're on 1806, you can see the cars coming down the road. And the cars started streaming in. Usually when there's a lot of cars coming, it means the next wave is coming. And more people, and more police, and more mercenaries that are hired. And so as we sat and we all prayed, and some of us were standing with the banner, and we started to see that the riot gear came out. The women, the indigenous women who were not in the front, and the indigenous women that were, and all the women that were holding the banner broke out in song, and we started singing. And we didn't stop singing. And the plan was that we would be on 1806 for 20 minutes of prayer. That was the agreement and the request. And when they took out their armor and some of their other things, one of the white women stood up and said, she didn't stand up actually, she just looked up and said, we're just praying. We're just praying. And then put her head down. And on that day, one of the few actions, nothing happened but prayer. So we say that because when we act as one family, we can move mountains. That's the whole point of all of this. As Sacheen said, it's all our water. We only have one grandmother Earth. Just one grandmother Earth. The next 7 generations, that's a big thing that's said a lot in Indian country. We do this for the next 7 generations. When I went, my kids were saying, Ma, you know this time it's going to be bad with the veterans. You know what's going to happen. And we said, if I don't do this, who will do this for you so that you can have a planet when you grow up? You're only 18. We've already done enough to Grandmother Earth. Now we have to start standing up and saying stop. And I ask each of you,